The world is full of strange events and stories that don't add up. Welcome to the channel. It is me, Vandal. If you're watching this, maybe you were meant to. Make sure you like the video so more people can see what's hidden. Sub if you're ready to question everything. Let's get to the video. I think that's like the third time, right?
That's what I'm saying. How hard can it be during?
No, don't you hit this vehicle.
Go back, Jack. Back up, Jack. Back up, Jack.
Back up where?
Jack, you're...
Animals always adapt. I swear, especially birds, man. Glad everybody was okay. That looked dangerous.
Brock Johnson and Kevin Hart were already attached, and I was like, these characters are jumping off the page. And my role, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the most popular girl in high school. For some reason, I know how to play that. And then it was such a hit. It was way bigger than I even anticipated. And now, I think we're going to make part 2. I think you have to. I think you, have to. They kill you if you try to walk away. And they clone you.
No words, just watch this video. So according to this video, a couple was driving down a dark road when they hit this creature. They thought it was a person until it started climbing on their windshield. What do you think this is? Let me know in the comments below.
There is such a thing as an ancient conspiracy theory. It's this.
Former fraud investigator Jimmy Corsetti, and now ancient site researcher.
You have the site of Göbekli Tepe, made up of sophisticated pillars, almost 7,000 years older than Stonehenge. We're talking about arguably the most mysterious ancient site because it's not supposed to exist. Earlier this summer, I'm like, let me revisit Göbekli Tepe and see what's new there. And I couldn't believe this. There's a gentleman who's an author and also leads tours, and he communicated with me that they're going to defer a full-scale excavation for, quote, future generations. And I'm like, wait a second. Are you serious? And so I started digging into this, and I couldn't believe what I found.
What would be an alternative explanation?
So, okay.
When the government stops digging, that means they found something they can't explain or they don't want to.
Pellegrino, it literally says S Pellegrino. Spell agrino. Spell agree. Why do they cut off the word san? It's a spell of agreement. Or like Sunkissed. If you look at the Sunkissed logo, it doesn't say Sunkissed. It literally says Sin Kissed. Things like Albertsons is owned by Cerebrus, which is the three-headed dog of hell. And then you got Deathwater, Coca-Cola. Oh, it's named Coca-Cola because it came from Coca, because they used to put Coca in it. Gets its name from the demon Coca or El Cucuy. All refers back to like the coconut, which was a race of hairy demons that would kidnap children. And Santa Claus is actually the Cucuy, and he's the mascot for Coca-Cola or Die et Coke or Sierra Mist, which is the mystics. They're putting it out there to tell you that these are the occultics people that are in control. Big Tobacco owns most of these companies. They are putting spell, they're putting curses, they're putting poisons in these things. Like Dr. Pepper. Pepper means to be beaten.
These wicked names from these madman companies trying to serve as lab scraps. I'll take a farm and food from Mother Nature any day.
ein UFO, Digga. Ich hab echt kein... Nee, das vor allem gerade... Was ist das? Nicht mehr da und dann geht's... So aufgefolgt von diesem roten Licht. Ey, ich will das lieber, oder?
If Meg Thee Stallion does not end up getting the very same sentence that was given to Tory Lanez, there is no justice system. I don't want a cancellation of Meg Thee Stallion. I don't want her to lose her career. No. I want her to get the exact same treatment that Tory Lanez got. Not just in the last 2 years where he has been incarcerated, wrongfully incarcerated, for something that your own best friend did as a reaction and a response to your own messed up relationship with her. I want you to get the career gone. I want you to get the blackballing from the industry. I want you to get the 10 years plus in that jail cell. That's what I want. That's fair. That's fair. This man was shanked 14 times. 14 times a couple days ago in his cell. Meg, how do you make up for that? A man who's not supposed to be there. You go on public television. You lie not just to us, but you lie on your deceased mother, swearing up and down that this man did that to you. Meg, you deserve all that's coming for you. All of it. Every single bit of it. And to Mr. Witness over there, the bodyguard, I hope you never get a real wink of sleep again, because you were just as much a part of this as anybody else. I hope you are twisting and turning at night. This is wild.
You get over a lie, they bury you. She tells us she gets a headline deal. The industry doesn't care about truth. It only cares about who's more profitable. Need to be held accountable for the dogs. Most of the time it's not even the dog's fault. It's literally it wasn't trained properly.
Want to hear this? Don't you think it's odd that Alaska is part of the United States of America? The real reason is far darker and more complex than you have been led to believe. Deep within Alaska, there is a black pyramid, an ancient structure that is buried beneath the ground, emitting powerful energy. In 1992, an earthquake in China revealed this pyramid near Mount McKinley. This discovery was picked up by spy satellites, revealing its location to external nations. Indigenous Alaskan tribes also speak of a powerful sacred structure which fits the exact same description as the structure captured on the satellite. But it gets even crazier. According to ancient scripts, the Black Pyramid is part of a global network of ancient energy generators. These pyramids were scattered around the world by a civilization that used to walk with the gods. The purpose was to harness and distribute energy across the world. The same network includes the Great Pyramid of Giza. Since the founding of the United States, extra effort was placed into colonizing Alaska with the aim to reverse engineer the pyramid's technology for modern use.
Random black pyramid in Alaska? No, that's not random. You don't bury stuff like that unless it's still doing something. And it must be doing something.
Deep into the mermaid eating
partying rabbit hole. So I just saw this lady's video. She posted another one. It's another update. And this time they're trafficking the mermaids to B613. I kid you not. So she goes back into the story about how her fisherman friend or whoever it is, that they went back out to the ocean after the dinner party that they sold the last mermaid to. And this time, you know, they have all this special equipment. This is how they're finding the mermaids. And they find another mermaid. But this one, she's a fighter. She is not letting them have her. So basically, as they put her in the tank, her fingertips get chopped up, so damaged goods, nobody wants her. But apparently there's a secret government organization out in the middle of the ocean, B613, if you know, you know. And basically they said they'll take her. So when they show up to drop off the trafficked mermaid at the research facility, he said that there is a bunch of like creatures that he has never seen before. So that's where we're at in the story. I'm going to tag the creator because I am deep into this. I'm going to be dreaming about mermaids tonight. I swear to God.
That literally sounds like something from a book. Do you guys really believe that rich people are eating mermaids? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it's true. But the location and government she was talking about, I've never heard of before. If you heard of before, please leave a comment below and let me know what it's all about.
A giant earthquake goes off in Greece, and then a giant angel, even more, a biblical depicted angel pops in the sky. And even crazier, months back, the same exact thing in Greece popped up in the sky. And that's not all that's going on. Every single day we're having class X, I believe this was the X2 8 hours ago, solar flare. What they call a solar flare, I can't get into that here, but radiation, for some reason, is going crazy all over the earth, but especially the most in the United States. Now back to this angel. Revelations 10:1 says, I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, and a rainbow was upon his head, and his face was as the face of the sun, his feet as pillars of fire. And then right here, this was the one from a few months ago. And I saved the craziest part for last. Around the same area where that sighting was seen, they're having a huge radio blackout. Also around the same area, the Large Hadron Collider, which is doing alchemy now. It seems to me like the spiritual veil has been broken through man-made things and also spiritual things with negative connotations like the Large Hadron Collider. Pretty awesome.
Angel-shaped light, radio blackout, and nobody's talking about it? Sounds less like a glitch and more like a warning.
But not only that, is the fact that each one of these stones is a different shape and size, and they all interlock almost perfectly. We in the West would never approach construction this way. We would either have a saw that would cut uniform blocks to fit together, or we would have some kind of mold and pour concrete or something in to get uniform blocks for construction. But in this case, whoever these ancient builders were was not the Inca. This wall is 39 inches thick. The accuracy of this joinery is as good on the inside as it is on the outside. And not only that, it's as good in between. It's not as though there's a veneer finish to make it look good in the front and back and have gaps in between the stones. It is technically astonishing. And the tightness of the construction of the Coricancha is technically almost flawless. It's not a question of not being able to fit a credit card or even a business card in between these joins. Like that, there's no way. You can't fit a human hair in between the joins in this wall of this building. It has this mysterious glow to it, which has not been explained, because that goes all the way up.
You know what I find fascinating about ancient civilization? As we all know, it's between 12 to 15,000 years. It's kind of like a reset. Now, when I was a kid, I always wondered, why did they write on stone? Now I think I know why, because stone don't deteriorate versus metal and paper and stuff like that.
You got issues with the industry? What's going down with the industry, dog?
The industry is full of a bunch of dick-sucking, dick-riding, bending over the desk-ass niggas, straight up like that. Whoever don't like it, bring it, nigga. Bring it. I don't give a fuck. Bring it. Bring it, bitch. DFL, low. Now we get down, nigga. Fuck, man. Niggas know. They don't fuck with me. Niggas talk all that shit they want to. I'm good. I'm good. Nigga ain't even got within 2 feet with a knife, nigga. You can't be serious. Nigga didn't even try to. Fuck out of here, man. Niggas know y'all fucking with. It's bigger than rap, bitch. Bigger than rap, nigga. And you know who the fuck I'm talking to, nigga. You only alive because of me, motherfucker. You only alive because of me, you fucking. Yeah, remember Chicago. That's all I'ma say, Lo. Remember Chicago, nigga. You only alive because of me, you fucking bitch. Fuck out of here.
Westwood TV, let's go to... Who are you talking about, dog?
He know what I'm talking about.
Let's go to a hot video, let's
He
go.
know what I'm talking about. He knows who the fuck I'm talking about. Chicago. Same flag.
You know, DMX was always a real one. It's a shame he had the demons he was fighting. He will always be one of my favorite rappers. And a lot of stuff that he said back then was true. As we're seeing now with the Diddy trial and everything else that's going on. He knew that's why he didn't want to be a part of it. But yet he was still so famous. It's a shame that it wound up working out like that for him.
The following footage is actually coming out of Temumua, Veracruz, Mexico. Dozens of witnesses captured an unidentified being emerging from on top of the tree, and they have no explanation as to what it is or who it is or why they are up there. Take a look at this footage, comment below, tell me what you think this could be.
One thing is tree branches wouldn't be able to keep that person or thing up, so I don't know what that could be.
You want a real rabbit hole? We're going to Turkey. Turkey has some of the wildest stuff on the planet, hands down. Who makes it? Look at this. This is Eagle Castle. I'm probably butchering that name, but does that not look like a pillar to you? Like a giant pillar? That's huge. Look at the boat. There's a rock-cut monastery that you can go inside, just like the one in Ethiopia. When you go inside this one, it's decorated head to toe like a cathedral. Turkey is ancient. We have megalithic architecture and rock-cut temples in Sorna, the city of oracles, and the ancient theater of Side rivals the Colosseum in Rome. It's insane. Göbekli Tepe and Karahan Tepe are also in Turkey. These two push civilization back 5,000 years from what we thought. They were buried really fast, like something was happening outside. The fact that every ancient culture has a flood myth would make Derinkuyu make sense. It's an 8-story underground city with locking doors, water access, and air vents. 20,000 people can live in this city, and it is connected by a 5-mile-long tunnel to Kemakli, another underground city, forming a network of over 200 underground cities in Turkey. Its next-door neighbor, Armenia, has a megalithic avenue similar to Karnak in France, making this whole area the most mysterious thing I've ever seen. Have fun with that rabbit hole.
Man, y'all, I don't know. Hey, look, I just got the living shit scared out of me. My dog, I couldn't get him to come in. He woo. I don't know. Y'all take a look at it. When I was good until it started making a growling sound. Dude, I rolled. I don't know what the hell it was and don't care what it was. I'm not going back out there. I'm not playing on this one. I'm tripping. Ollie, what are you barking at? That dog was barking hard. See nothing. Man, it's a full moon tonight, yo. Full moon tonight. I don't know what the hell he's barking at. I have no idea. What the hell is he barking at? What the hell is that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck? What the fuck is that, y'all? What the fuck is that?
Where am I supposed to live? You live in the city, you gotta worry about some human messing with you, robbing you, or worse. You live in the middle of nowhere, you gotta worry about some unknown creature, some UFO, UAP coming down doing some weird stuff and experimenting, doing who knows what to you.
Right here literally is the reason I never ever want to leave my house again. Me and my husband don't really get out much together, so we hired a babysitter and went out to dinner. And my phone had an alert, and this is what we saw on the doorbell. We called our babysitter and told her to go into the master bedroom and lock herself in the bathroom. Told her basically nothing's wrong, just a precaution. And we left a restaurant and came right home. But on the way home, of course, I'm watching this. God, I don't know what was said. The whole video recorded as white noise. But clearly she has something in her hands and it looks like a baby. And there's a storm outside. I don't know what her intentions were until we saw what she did at the end. But before that, she's just staring up into the sky. There was no rain. It was just thunder and lightning, constant. I had the babysitter on speakerphone on the way home while I'm watching this happen. We try to reassure her and let her know that the police are on their way. It won't be too long. What I saw next made my heart drop. The thing we can see her holding here that looks like a baby was a doll. She must have been using it as a prop to get into people's houses.
You know what's scary about Ring cameras is that we see all these crazy things now, but just think before cameras, all the crazy stuff that was happening at people's houses that they weren't even aware of that happened. That is just mind blowing to me. Thank goodness for Ring cameras and security cameras, man.
Kevin Hart. You did so much to get to where you are in your career just to most likely watch the shit crash and burn. If y'all didn't know already, Kevin Hart just closed down all 4 of his locations to his food restaurant called Hart House. That's not by coincidence. Y'all know he was attending them Diddy parties, right? Not just one time, I'm talking about multiple times. He loved it there. Y'all can even search on the web one of the footages from when Kevin Hart was there doing live commentary. Had girls in bikinis and shit, ain't no problem with that. But it's the shit that happened in that video before they cut it. Y'all go look it up. Kevin Hart's wife is considering divorcing this man because allegedly she got footage from one of the Diddy parties that Kevin Hart attended, and she did not like what she seen, bruh. I'm talking about, it was some crazy shit. So then more recently, he did an interview where he was talking about why him and Cat Williams had beef, and he said it was over Tiffany Haddish or some shit like that. But no, that's not the case. You know why y'all had beef. You did what they wanted Cat Williams to do. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on this situation. Hit that follow button. Share this, like this. It's getting spooky.
Think that Diddy, a sadist, a narcissistic a-hole, is going to just disappear into darkness. He gonna take everybody down on the ship with him. He not going without throwing no punches to bring everybody down with him. That's how he personally is. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how many other people are gonna try to leave the country, like Ellen probably did, or just try to fight it and hope they don't get dragged down by him either. But it's gonna be interesting rest of the year, unless he disappears like the other person did that was part of a ring of weirdos.
You see, this is the reason why I don't wander off to places by myself, especially around large bodies of water. So this girl said to herself she needed some alone time, she wanted to read, she wanted some peace and quiet. She took it upon herself to go by a lake. And once again, she was by herself. And the shit she seen, well, look at this shit.
Hey.
Now look at this shit.
I actually have no idea what the fuck this is.
Now what does that shit look like to you?
All the way down there a couple minutes ago.
A body.
I took my glasses
Some
off,
extraterrestrial shit. Look at that shit.
I got scared. Someone help.
I'm out. And you can hear that she's smiling, but that's out of pure nervousness. She did a part 2 video and said that she usually goes to that spot to relax, chill, get her mind together, and that day, matter of fact, look at this shit. Listen to this.
I look over, and it's the catfish alien. It's the thing. So I instantly jump, and since Snapchat was already open, that's like, I just hit record. At this point, I'm terrified, but I'm looking at it, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, it's not, whatever was on it, like that material, it wasn't like a towel, like how it looks on video. It wasn't that. It was more like slimy.
Mind you, she said it didn't seem solid. It seemed real slimy. It seemed like something that she's never seen on Earth before. A lot of people were in her comments telling her what it could be, what it might be. But honestly, she doesn't even know what it is. And honestly, I don't know what it is. But what I do know is you got to be careful in certain places. Because again, she said that thing was all the way at the end of the dock. And then it just came to where she was at and said, does that seem normal to you? You tell me what you think. I'm out.
Tell me some crazy shit.
There's a pyramid and it's underground, and they've been studying it for decades.
What?
Yeah,
Where?
it's bigger than Giza. It's not that far from Valdez, I believe. I would have to check on where it's at, but apparently, yeah. And I know a very important person that from the Pentagon that met with one of the lead defense contractors that were studying it, and they told him, they said, we think we finally know what it's doing. It's all turned on. We think it's suppressing consciousness. That's what he said.
What?
I know, wild, right?
Did they discover this? Well, of course they did, probably after that giant earthquake.
The legend is that there was an earthquake of sorts, and all the seismographs picked up the waves that come, all the way through everything, and they saw this whole anomaly, like as those shock waves went through the land, there was some kind of structure or something that perturbed, on the receiving end of these waves and so they dug some tunnels, elevator shafts, made a little strip there to land, and they've been underground studying it forever. That's how the legend is. Then the news did a little piece on it, and then all of a sudden all that disappeared. The people at the station said, the guys came in and said, never air this again, kind of thing. So, but on the deathbed of a couple people that were out there, they said that they were very aware of it, I think in the beginning. So the only thing I want to say is, yes, there is a pyramid, and we've been studying it, and I pretty much have said all I know about it.
Pyramid underground bigger than Giza, buried like a bad secret. They decide to go underground to check to see, and it's suppressing consciousness. Hey man, that might explain why some people feeling real groggy nowadays since the year 2020 or before, right? Maybe that's where AI come from, because that don't sound like archaeology. That sounds like firmware. And they expect me to sit up here and just going about my day. Yeah. All right. I still got bills and stuff to pay. So.
What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Am I losing my goddamn mind? What the fuck is that?
I think he might be losing his mind, because to me, that literally looked like a balloon or something. That's enough videos for today. Remember, I'm just here to make you question your reality. I hope you have a good day. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.